Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Cobra Kai. This episode 9 of season 5. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the first 8 episodes, and last episode was definitely interesting. Quite a lot of action, really liked it. Story progressed massively. You know, we had the Setai Taikai, I think it was the international, board of committees coming to induct one of the dojos into the new competition. At first it opened with them coming and touring of Cobra Kai. He was invited by TORY obviously to come here because obviously he was trying to pitch that his dojo was the best. You know, they've extended across the valley, they got state-of-the-art stuff. He was showing them all the mats, all the equipment, you know, the high-tech technology that they've got, and he's pretty much trying to impress them. And they said that they're here to just solely assess the quality of the fighters. They might be impressed by all of the facilities and everything that they've got, but it's down to the karate that's being taught that they're actually interested in. Well, who come in? If you're interested in karate, then our dojo is the best. You know, we have the 2 previous All Valley champions. We've got Hawk, we've got Miguel. We've also got other great fighters that you guys should be interested in because our dojo is much better than this one. Now he's like, I don't even know who you are. They started telling him that, you know, they mix in 2 styles of karate. They was like, you know, the Taikais was like, well, that's pretty interesting, you know. Never really seen 2 different style of approaches combined into one before. How about, you know, we assess which 2 dojos is the best and we'll induct one of them into the tournament. So they had a tour around obviously Cobra Kai, looking at all the different stuff and the fighters and their approaches. Then he flipped it and then he went over to Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do and he was looking at all their stuff and their approaches and how they train. The contrast was so polar opposite, mate. We had one, like I said, state-of-the-art high-tech facilities. We had the other ones training outside in the garden kicking watermelons. You know what I mean? Massive difference. And in the end of the day, they were saying that, you know, both styles, both karate dojos had fantastic ways of teaching students, and they're really impressed with both of them. And they can't actually decide, so the best way to decide is fight it out against each other. There's going to be 2 matches, male versus male and female versus female. Whoever wins, then we will induct them into the obviously international Taikai series. Very good. So I was thinking that maybe we're going to have Robbie against obviously Kenny, because that's like a little rivalry going. I'm going to have Sam against TORY. Now we went into this and, you know, it was Hawk that was actually fighting. Robbie and Miguel had a discussion and he was saying, look, mate, 3 of us, great fighters, but we decided that Hawk is the previous champion. He's the one that's best to represent us. He was happy with that. You know, he thought it was an honour. Kenny obviously come. He learned a new strike by TORY called the Silver Bullet or something, which I think is a sick name, honestly. It really is. Hits him right in between the chest, gets him enough to win them. You know, they was fighting dirty again. He nearly like hurt Hawk's leg with a low blow. Then obviously this referee was giving terrible points again. He was taking them off it, just the same one that was corrupt in the last season. He ended up obviously punching Hawk in the chest and knocking him down enough so that he's winded and can't compete, and he actually won Kenny. And then it obviously was Sam against TORY, but TORY didn't show up. She'd fled, you know, she didn't like what was going on and she was a no-show, so Devon Lee, she had to come in, and it was obviously a Sam win. It had to be, do you know what I mean? Sam against a novice, but she was doing all right actually, and she actually got a point on her, but then the ref again was taking a point off Sam, and in the end, you know, Sam come up trumps after a little conversation with Miguel, and he succeeded. So that means that both of them got a point. So which one's going to succeed? I thought it was going into a final fight-off, but nope. Turned out both of them, they was happy with both styles, both karate dojos, thought they had the quality. They've both been inducted into fighting into this international series, which is exciting, mate. And like I said in the last episode, I'm hoping that it's not going to be today and tomorrow. I'm hoping it's going to be season 6. But it's a big, massive story that we can go into, and I'm excited. Now, Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai, they went off to celebrate or whatever at the Eagle Fang Miyagi-Do party. Sam turned up. She went to go and see Miguel. He's making out with another girl, mate. Hawk was his wingman, hooked him up. She come in, she's devastated, she's crying, she's left. As she's outside, who's there? TORY. She's turned up, said, I don't want to fight, I want to talk. I just want to let you know that you didn't lose the All Valley last season. And then it ended. Very exciting. Can't wait to find out more. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, they're fighting. They actually are fighting.
You knew all along that Silver cheated the All Valley and you did nothing? Did you only come forward now, huh? Because you're a coward.
Screw you, LaRusso.
What the hell am I looking at? Our kid is a human, right?
Yes, Johnny. How does everything else look, Dr. Howard?
Oh, your baby looks very healthy.
With Robbie, I never went to the appointments. I didn't realize what it'd be like to see how our kid starts out.
Oh, Terry.
Mr. Lawrence.
What you and your partner have accomplished is a joy few get to experience.
Who told you about the baby?
I was talking about you and LaRusso landing a coveted spot in the Sakai Taika. Everything I do is for the future. So savor every moment before it's gone.
I mean, I think we could breathe easy. For now, at least.
I agree with Daniel on this one. Need a night off. Sure, Carmen would love to help me finish an entire ballet too, yeah?
Good idea.
Are you saying what we think you're saying?
Well, good for you. Congratulations.
Now we have to go out and fight.
Targaryen paid off the ref at the All Valley and framed Kreese for a crime he didn't commit.
We all saw what happened to my dad when he tried to confront Silver. Don't want him getting hurt like that again.
No, but at least you know they could play dirty now.
Stingray are on Silver's payroll. They'll never admit to anything.
Stingray's still my friend. He wouldn't lie to me.
What reason did she give for leaving the
Yeah.
exhibition?
Lies. And the next time an unwanted pest lands on our arm, we will swat them.
She's pretty good, this woman, though. She is determined, isn't she? She's angry.
Turn my back on you. I didn't understand at the time, but I realize now I was wrong. Should have taken you all with me. Everything you're taught here is bullshit.
Now it's my turn to speak.
Right leg back. Yeah. Mr. Keene, or any of his friends step foot in this dojo again, what will you show them?
No mercy. Yo, I like that, mate. There's a difference between being heard and being listened to. Oh, there is, mate. There is. Somebody could stand there and they could say everything, yeah? But then everybody could just ignore it. Do you know what I mean? And one person could come and say, come here, and boom, it comes. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that was well good what he just said. Like, literally, some people could be all talk and just say stuff. Other people can be just big positions, do as I say, and like that was decent. Like Kreese, mate, he's a person that is heard, he's listened to. He says it, people listen. That's why I think that he'd be so good coming out and being on their side. Now, obviously, their history, I don't think it is ever going to happen, but I do think that he would be so good. Like, nothing on Chosen. I'm not slagging him off, but that team would be so much more dominant if it was Johnny Daniel and Kreese. Do you know what I mean? Instead of Johnny Daniel and Chosen, but you could bring him in as well, and then it could be four of them, all of them have an agenda, all of them hate Silver, so it would work for me anyway.
Of course, this is where Louis takes us.
Are you surprised? You see the size of his pinky ring?
You trigger when we leave.
No drink. Must keep mine sharp if Silver attacks.
Chosen, I appreciate how committed you are to protecting us, but as your friend, I'm giving you permission to take a break tonight.
Oh, Bert! What's up, dude? Miyagi fangs? Oh, this is a trap.
You lied to the court. And you lied to my dad. But you're not going to lie to us.
I see we're almost ready for a refill. I'll get the next round.
I can get
No, I will get it.
My whole life was haunted by one stupid kick. I thought if I could go back in time, do things different, dodge it, block it, thought my life would be fixed. Stop focusing on what was behind. Start looking at what was right in front of me.
That's good, that, Johnny.
Come on, you tell me you don't have some special lady waiting for you back in Okinawa?
No girl waiting. Still bachelor.
Is that Stone?
This is your enemy. Destroy it.
Solid stone. I'll break my hand.
It will heal. Not hard enough.
Oh, I like how they put the blood on the rock. No, I do like it, actually. That was good.
You care more about this boy than your own dojo. I broke up with him because of this dojo, you bitch!
That was good for Terry to hear that, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, that conversation helped. Mate, I'm not being funny here, but she absolutely dominated that Stone, didn't she? Let's be honest.
My dad went through a lot of pain because of you and Silver.
If I tell you what really happened, you know, he'll find out. I can't. I've been working on this new D&D campaign. There was a dwarven monk, and he was a member of the most badass guild in all the land, with a silver-haired king who would usurp the leader. The king struck the monk down again and again and again.
So why can't he just tell everyone what really happened?
But because he'd lose all them benefits.
His benefits.
Yeah, of course.
No, I would. The monk give it all back if he could, but the silver-haired king, you know, he almost killed the monk. Definitely not a warrior. He just sits around playing with them all day.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for him because his life was nearly ended. That's why. No, he helped you there, Sam. Give you what you need to know, but in a different way.
You know, first you said that you wanted to
quit karate and be friends. Now you're joining a world karate tournament. Apparently you're not happy seeing me with someone else.
It's all Tori's fault.
I don't say it's Tory's fault, it's Silver's fault.
Now, should she have said it sooner? Yeah, probably, definitely. The fact of the matter is that she did admit it.
I just feel bad he doesn't have a date.
Bet that Kokomo chick lives a million miles away.
Wait, you mean Kumiko?
Yeah, that's it.
Johnny may have let something slip.
I was hoping he did not say it. After my disgrace in village, I tried to hide from everything. Kumiko found me again. Her kindness brought me back.
Maybe now it's your turn to go after her.
I get to know your name.
Oh shit. Is it Livy's sister?
I know that you can be a little hot.
Yes, go on, man. That was good, man.
I would like to see you when I come home, Kumiko. Would like that very much.
Get it out there, it's good, isn't it? Once it's out, it's out.
Go have fun. Wow. Let's go to bed. Yeah, that's
Do you know what, right? It's interesting there, you know, with them. I thought that Chosen was going to get attacked just then on the phone when he was outside, mate. I literally thought that Terry was going to come, but no, mate. Now the girls have left and it's just the boys are going to go somewhere where he's going to turn up and fight. That was pretty good, that scene between Lou and his sister and obviously his mate at work as well. You know, unexpected, but I like it. Just a little twist. And like I was saying, Lou, he's quite funny, to be honest. I don't mind a bit of more scenes with him in it. Now this one, again, you know, we started the episode and ended the last one with obviously Tori telling Sam about obviously the tournament and the fixing and stuff, and we started here with Sam fighting her and saying that obviously, like, you know, she's knew it for so long, why she's not saying it, you know, she's a coward and stuff, and she's coming into Cobra Kai today. She ended up smashing those stone bricks, mate, or whatever, blocks, and she done it as well, which fair play, even though she was angry. But that was a good conversation that Miguel had with Sam as well, saying, look, I've been in Cobra Kai, you don't know what it does to you, you don't know the you know what I mean, the hold that it has over your head, and for finding out that information, actually mustering up the courage to come and actually express it, you know, that's a big deal, and you have to give her some slack. It's down to you to do, like, you know, what you want with that information. But from my point of view, it took a lot of courage to come and tell you that, so I hope that she goes over and actually tries to make some sort of peace. But now, I don't know, man, the Tori, I'm flipping half and half. Like, sometimes she looks like she really hates Cobra Kai, next time she's like back in it, next time she don't like it, and then she's back in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you reckon she's going to choose Cobra Kai over Robbie again? I don't know. But then she's gone and expressed this information here, obviously, about cheating in a tournament. Nah, so then she can't just drop back in. But I don't know, man. I think that she's going to end up staying in Cobra Kai, to be honest, even though she's done quite a lot to kind of like leave and dislike it. I just think that she's going to end up in it.
What are you doing here? What happened?
Don't pretend like you care.
I don't want to be here. You're having problems with Cobra Kai. I'll be willing to listen.
I can hear a machine. Is a mum on a ventilator? Mate, I could hear that machine, mate, from where, like, as soon as she opened the door.
I felt like a fraud. And I want to get back at Silver so bad. And that's why I listened to Kreese, but then I just got caught up in more lies.
I tried to talk to Stingray. He basically admitted it was Silver who assaulted him in the old dojo, but he's too afraid to go to the police. Problem is, we can't prove it.
Well, if it happened at the old dojo, maybe we can.
Youth. The one thing money can't buy. Because if we're successful, Cobra Kai will go on forever.
And what if your enemies manage to cross the stream?
I'm not gonna let that happen.
Rising up, back on the street. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival.
We're almost there. It's taking forever. Yeah, we should have been there by now.
Boy, I think driver does not want us to leave.
You would be flying around, wouldn't you? Of the tiger. Right, what is his plan there? Like, literally, is he willing to go and commit murder? Do you know what I mean? A triple murder as well. Like, for bringing a karate dojo to the top of the world. Do you know what I mean? That is hardcore commitment. You know what I mean? We've already seen him nearly beat Stingray to death, and now he's willing to obviously kidnap 3 men, get somebody to obviously drive him in a limo somewhere and probably crash it. That's what's going to happen. Well, I mean, that's what thinks going to happen. I mean, what what else would he be planning there? Or just take him somewhere that they can let him out the car and then beat them up? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's interesting. But he's willing to go to the extremes, isn't there? Now, I like how obviously Sam's just come and extended, you know, like a, what would you call it? Like an olive branch, as to say, look, mate, you know, we have had our differences. You know, I don't like you don't really like me. But we've now got a common enemy as well. Do you know what I mean? Silver. You done all you can to win that tournament. You found out that he cheated you. I done all I could. He cheated me as well. We also know that he's done stuff to my dad. You know, he's corrupting everybody inside of Cobra Kai, and he's just needs to be taken down. Do you know what I mean? He's willing to go to the extremes, nearly kill Stingray. And she doesn't know right now, but he's took them as well. He needs to be stopped. He does. Now, she was saying that maybe there is a way that we could find out the information and that he did beat up Stingray if it was happening in the old dojo. Now, I don't know how that would actually happen. He wouldn't be stupid enough to leave CCTV there. Do you know what I mean? Like, he would have cleared that evidence if he did do it. The only possible way that you could actually do that is, like, in and out. Do you know what I mean? So, like, on the surrounding cameras, because it was inside that little facility, wasn't it? That you could see him driving and then Stingray driving, and then them both kind of, like, leaving nobody else in that facility. And you can kind of put two and two together that he'd done the beating. But it'd be interesting to see. But I do like how obviously we started the episode with them not really getting along. I know that she did tell last episode that she did kind of get cheated out of winning, and Sam's response is valid really at the start, you know, where they had a little scrap between each other. But I like how we ended it in the right way by them working hopefully together. And you know, maybe Sam never knew how bad that Tory's actually got it. Do you know what I mean? Sam's come from a privileged family. They've got money. You know, she's never had to scrape, you know what I mean, and work as hard as Tory does. Whether you like her or not, you have to admit you put in effort. You know what I mean? When Amanda lost her a job, she had to go and get another one, and she was embarrassed by it, and she was laughing at her Sam at the time. But maybe she didn't know the extreme circumstances that she's in. Do you know what I mean? She's living in that house on her own with her mum, who's on a ventilating machine, and she's got to fend for herself. She's obviously going to the karate as well. She's doing a bit of time. So I do think that once you start, like, finally understand somebody's situation, your opinions change on people massively. Do you know what I mean? Say, like, if you seen somebody at work and you thought they was all right and stuff, but then, I don't know, you see them outside of work and they're proper dickheads and assholes, it changes. Or you see it that, you know, they come into work and they're all dressed up dead smart and they look like they've got the life going well, and then you see them at home and they're actually like they're very poor, and they're a carer for all of the family, and they're the breadwinner, and they come to work and then they go home and then they work again, and then they go home and they take care of the parents and they take care of the family and they put food on the table. Your opinion changes on them. You're like, wow, that guy, you know what I mean? Or you're like, wow, he's an asshole, or he's good. So I do think it's good that she's seen her in a different light and not inside of a dojo. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they can bond the friendship, because we've seen Miguel and Robbie hash it out, and maybe these two now hash it out. And instead of speaking to Kreese, and, you know, like last few episodes he was saying, get closer to Terry, wait for him to slip up, do you know what I mean? That'll be our chance. Maybe she works with the Cobra Kai, with Sam, and she works with the rest of the crew and Robbie, do you know what I mean? And she bides her time inside it like that. That'll be a decent one. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. So we did finish there with, it looks like, Chosen Daniel and Johnny being kidnapped by somebody from Silver's party crew, whatever you want to call it. It's not him actually doing it, because he's sat in his office sipping on whiskey, knowing that they're getting attacked. But where are they going? Where are they getting tucked to? Are they going to crash? Are they going to get let out? Are they going to get beaten up? Who knows, mate? We're gonna have to find out in the finale. I'm so happy that we have actually decided to go into next season. This factually got to be confirmed in next season, because you can't do this International All Valley Tournament, or whatever you want to call it, in episode 10, mate. It's got to be a full season of build up, strategies, new people coming in, new dojos, new senseis, new, you know, rivalries. It's gonna be fantastic, mate. I'm really excited for that one. So it's a build up here, and I want Kreese to come out in the next episode. I also want him to be well more heavily involved next season. Don't know why, like, he's not hardcore involved this season. Scheduling conflicts, who knows? He's been in it sporadically, a couple of episodes, but I think that he's a big, massive like part of the story, and I think he's well good, and I hope that he does come back into it. Chosen, you know, belled home, told the girl that he actually liked her. His only mistake was that she didn't come to the US with him. I like that as well. Johnny, you know, he keeps saying he's gonna have a son, but I want him to have a daughter. Mate, he would be the mad overprotective dad, wouldn't he, of his little girl. You see it all the time, but he would be twofold, mate. Literally, it'd be crazy. And like I said, mate, now that Sam and Sam and TORY are maybe hashing their like stuff out, it's going to be good to see them moving forward. Now, in terms of Cobra Kai, you know, they kind of accepted that she's back in it and didn't really punish her, not that much. They just told her to punch those stone things, and she actually done it. And when they mentioned Robbie, she was like, I broke up with him because of you, bitch. Boom, punched it and actually broke it. Do you know what I mean? Hand looks absolutely ruined though from doing that, but she actually managed to smash it. Now, it looks like they're trying to push Devon Lee, mate, to the top. They think that she's going to be the main one. They think that youth is the key. Do you know what I mean? Kenny, younger. Devon, younger. They think that they're the best ones. They're the ones that they can mould, and they can obviously like form into the new Cobra Kai approach. Now, they're probably not wrong with that, but going up against obviously Sam and maybe TORY going into this new dojo that they're going to be forming, it's going to be interesting. But like I said, hopefully the next episode is a big setup for the season 6 to come, and I think that it's going to be, well, I think that it's got a massive potential season 6. I never really thought about how we could expand past the valley and the extend the stories, but I think it's a great idea that I never even considered. I think it's where the show actually does need to go. You know, doesn't have to be rivalries between Daniel and Johnny anymore, or it doesn't have to be between obviously Johnny and Kreese or Johnny and Silver. It can be between everyone and dojos all around the valley, mate. It's going to be really good. So thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.